Hey y'all, what's going on? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Lip of today is Tag Me by, say it with me, Miss Dasha, honey. It looks different on camera than it does, and it's just a camera, y'all. But I think things are going to get better on that front. Just stick with me. Okay. Y'all, something has to be done, and it is time. I got like the hair stacked up to her, and it is time for me to do that. I've been kind of letting my edges breathe a little bit, but child, I can't take this. I can. It's a part of life or whatever, honey, but I'm gonna have to get me some good henna, and cause for me to lay my good edges down, the fronts on the unit or whatever. Working on my skin, went through a whole nerve thing, you already know, so yeah. So this is what we got. Okay. Let me just say this, y'all. Forgot to tell y'all yesterday. I thought that my big ass bar, y'all know the one I showed y'all, and y'all, that smells fabulous. I do have it in my warmer of today. Yes. This is the warmer that I'm burning right now, and I'm burning my scent in. But I do have it in my warmer, honeys. And let me just tell y'all that shit just smells good. That damn apple butter frosting. And y'all, it will only, let's see, on November 30th is the last day that you can purchase that. It's gone. I thought that we're going to be available for the whole holiday season. You can only get it. And remember, y'all, I have been challenged to sell 20 of those. Y'all seen that shit. That shit's as big as my damn head, okay? I broke down one of, and I don't have it in here because I have it in there. I broke down one today and still had a piece to give to my sister-in-law that was about this big. I put one piece, listen what I'm saying, one piece, I broke it down and cut it up. I put it in 5, let's see. It's 6 warmers. Okay? 6. One piece, and had a piece left, and I gave it to her today when she came by to pick up her grandbaby, because I keep her grandbaby. And honeys, let me tell y'all, that's the business, but that ain't what we're in here about, honey. I know it, 2 or 3 minutes in, and I'm talking about that, but I did want to tell you all that help me beat John in this damn challenge. I know I can do this shit. As a matter of fact, I feel like I'm going to sell 21 or 25. I'm just going to blow them out the water. It is what it is, because I have the most amazing loves, okay? Plus, a bitch gonna get her, another one too. So, that counts. Damn it. Okay. So, with all that said, American fucking Horror Story. Listen, I know I couldn't have been the only one that was glued to her shit. I'm watching this shit like, Lord Jesus. But did I not tell y'all? Did I not tell y'all that she was married to his ass? I knew she was married to his ass. Now, what I did not know was the other 2 that came into play, honey. Y'all, they did that. Plus, I told y'all that I believe that he is the killer. The detective. I believe he's the killer, y'all. I believe it. I don't know. Y'all tell me. But the damn episode was good. Okay. So, in this one, and I just want to talk about the stuff that stood out to me, which it was good. Okay, so we find that we really kind of get into what happened to the Gaga and how the Gaga was changed, the Duchess or whatever I call her the Duchess. Well, I'm gonna still call her the motherfucking Duchess, the Gaga Duchess. How she was turned, how she, this whole quest for her being like that ultimate love, and the reason why, she kind of does the things that she does as it pertains to the different people that she's changed. Now, honey, this motherfucking episode did not fail us as it pertains to throwing and going to the jungle and all the motherfucking shit that was going on, okay? There's a lot of things going on. Okay, so apparently her and her good friend met up with this good guy, honey. They romped in the bed, and, this is around the 20s or whatever. And, You know, they done laid up and shit, and I would have thought the bitches would have been scandalized them doing that area, whatever. I know they was kind of feeling they puss, but honey, no God. You know, honey, bitches been doing what they doing, honey. I mean, you know, whatever. So they kind of romping around. At one point, you know, you see that old dude is dead and gone. She's coming. These chicks is like, I heard, and in the paper they say that one chick comes, somebody comes and brings one red rose every day. They sitting there. Here comes the Gaga just oozing in her motherfucking black with this rose. And that one bitch, honey, she was here with me. Although I wouldn't have been like, well, let's let her have peace. I'd have been like, it look like the phantom bitch there. I'm out of here, bitch. This ain't none of my business. You know, we just, you know. So she begins and she's standing there. And next thing you know, now they done left. The dude that she's there trying to see, the one that supposedly died and this and that and other, who's not dead, to whom to her she's calling God, and I'm gonna get the producers and all that, the shade that's, I'm telling y'all, this underlying shade shit, all of this underlying shit, honey, we just rebuke it in the name of Jesus, cause there's a lot of stuff going on, and child, don't look, it's just a damn show, and don't go no further with that shit. Okay, so here he comes, and the chick comes, and she's like, oh my God, how are you alive, and all of that. And this bitch is like, I would have been like, oh, wait a minute, motherfucker, now. I loved you, but bitch, you know, bitch, you will not walk back from the afterlife. No, God. The bitch was just too kind for me. And that's when they probably knew, well, this bitch is wide open. Let's turn this bitch all the way on to what's going on. He goes into the whole story of he was going on trips and, you know, doing movies. And apparently he was in the silent movies. And this guy had been there like a phantom and, you know, watching him and yada, yada, yada. And he could feel him on the trains and all of that. Just every time he went, there the guy was. So he's dreaming about him and shit. Honey, the guy said, look, now look, bitch, I do want to sleep with you. And y'all know this is my own scenario in my head now. I do. And as beautiful as you are, and wasn't nothing said, but he's kind of talking, doing commentary. But this is my commentary on it. Now, bitch, these movies is about to go down. Like, they're going to start doing words now. And that's my husband in there, honey, in the next room. Anywho, so he's like, you know, he tells him about what's going on and how in his process of getting ready for this movie about the y'all can't say that Nosferatu or whatever. As he's trying to do the movie on this shit, he dabs deep and goes to this, you know, different country to really want to find out what's going on. Gets there and it's all kind of shit going on. And they riding and romping and, you know, just everybody's fucking everybody and cutting everybody. And it's some type of blood disease and, you know, all of that. And he explains to him, look, the talking movies is coming. So if you want to be and to maintain your beautiful godlike face, shade, and I rebuke that. That is just... It's just wrong. It's just wrong. So he like cuts himself and he's like, not that it was just sex. Not like it wasn't just sex, honey, because she was throwing with the Gaga and the other bitch. You know, so he done been turning. He explains it and they bring the Gaga in. It's like, well, they intend on bringing her fully in to what they doing. Now, somewhere in the midst of this, while he's dead, they like, well, you looked out for yourself, honey. You went and got married, and next thing you know, here she come with the damn wedding dress on this long ass train and shit. And she's getting, you know, she's marrying old dude that had the hotel because he got the money, and somewhere in that he's killing and shit, and she really don't want him. And next thing you know, they try to pull a scene from Games of Thrones when the dude what's with Aries, honey, he had her bent over now. I mean, letting her have it, honey, like he was one of them horse dudes on the damn thing. and they get their jollies in, and then Gaga flips him over and, and chokes him so he can get together. And bitch, didn't you know when you had to do all that what it was? But of course she was like, well, honey, if I was going to have to suffer, if I was going to have to go through this shit and miss you, I may as well have beautiful things, money, yada, yada, yada. Now, here's my whole thing. What she should have said was, I know you did not just try me because I got married and bitch, you just walked from what was supposed to be the afterlife and now you some blood-sucking ass motherfucker and you with this bitch. Now, here, you will not question what I have done while I'm still here and I'm thinking you dead bringing roses every day, bitch. That's costly. Now, don't worry about it. I had to marry him to bring these motherfucking roses. Let's keep moving forward. So she done got with him, and then we see the scene where she's like, the next time you do it, I want to watch. Now, it's not that the bitch is really into it, but I guess trying to draw his ass in or whatever, what she could have been. Then it's like, okay, then you go off of that shit. And we got the damn detective running around and he's doing what he's doing. He done ran into some child that's in the little place where he's at. And I'm like, who in the hell is this child? Who is this child? And I'm like, I know they're not saying she's the bitch that's been killing. Now, come to find out this bitch had been killing, but she been following the dad whom left her in the car hot, who she don't be looking forward to shit every day, counting down the minutes. Meanwhile, she's in a hot-ass motherfucking car, and I'm like, you motherfuckers, if y'all keep trying me, I'm just going to have to go and make a motherfucking call. I'm going to have to get on the American Horror Story phone and call some damn baddie, okay? I'm just saying. So, she's explaining this shit. Just as she's sweating and dying, the Gaga comes to her because she got to think about babies, because now that she's had that ripped mouth Bartholomew or whatever the fuck his name is, Brutus, Bartholomew, Bertha, Victoria, I don't know, but he's a look. So she's, I guess, on the quest to having children because he can't never come out. Maybe at this point, you know what, y'all, I'm trying to understand. Who's this damn baby by? Who is Bartholomew by? Is it by the killer that lives in the house, or is it by the damn silent ass movie theater motherfucker, which we gonna get further in his shit, but I'm curious to know. Leave that shit below. So she done got her and I guess turned her, and she's tired of living this life but want to get out, and he's following her. You gonna take me to him, I'm gonna let you out. First of all, when you realize that this little motherfucker done did all this killing, did the few that you know she done, why? And this leads me further into something wrong with you. Y'all, now I'm just not getting this now. I done told you I believe he's a killer. Too much is going on. He's just, okay. So that whole shit goes down. Then we have the whole thing of, and y'all, again, this is just about the shit that stood out to me. We had a mofo that is in the house. Apparently while they was in there building the shit, redoing it for the new guy that the Gaga's getting ready to get married, which she went to go have dinner with him. Finally, apparently she has dinner with him once a damn month. Now, somewhere in the midst of that, we found out that the bitch that loves to clean bloody sheets and has no problem with this motherfucker killing, apparently the bitch was in love with him. She has to prepare the meal, and you can see the disdain from when they got married and this and that and other, the look on her face, and she's like, the beef Wellington is gonna get, and then he's like, well, the lady of the house, and you will have a better attitude. This bitch is like, I bet I won't clean another bloody motherfucking shit. I bet you that, bitch. You can see that on her face, and I'm like, okay. So the Gaga comes oozing in. And it's like, hey, honey, I'm so glad once a month. I look forward to us meeting. And like I said, we would meet, once a month, yada, yada, yada. Sitting down talking, she tells him some shit like she gonna get married, and they kind of go through their shit. And she was like, I never pretended like I loved, you know, basically like I loved you. You know what it was, motherfucker, for my silence, bitch. And for me to live the way I motherfucking living, I had to deal with this funky shit you got going on. And then, y'all, the scene where they were screwing, and after that, he's in another room chopping up, and she said, why didn't you get somebody else? Okay, clearly things have went awry now. I'm done. By this time, I'm so motherfucking washed and done, I don't know what to do with myself, okay? So they talking, and he gets up and he's like, nah. Well, you know, he got something up his sleeve. And I'm like, how this motherfucking ghost gonna have a sleeve? And he's looking too motherfucking jazzy, and she ain't feeling no kind of way about him being behind her, I guess, because she's the blood-sucking bitch, and he's just a ghost. But clearly the guy got comfortable. And I told y'all, now this time it seems to me like it's 3 or 4 different things going on, and at some point it's all gonna have to come together to get one damn entity at some point, okay? So he's like, explains to her exactly how he knows about old dude who was a silent artist who was really her true love, and explains to her that while you was waiting on him on the train and shit, he done brought her there or whatever. They done came there and he done locked them in that shit. And then that's when you see the damn scene where, Lord Jesus, where they sitting in there and the bitch is decaying. They done tried to kill somebody. And she's like, you had to have your toy, didn't you? She's looking a motherfucking wreck. The bitch is melted. And she's like, well, I guess you satisfied. I swear, y'all, I laughed so hard because this is what this bitch was giving. Like, if you didn't want to have your toy, we wouldn't have got locked in here and look at you oozing. You ain't beautiful no more. And really? Really, y'all, I was so motherfucking outdone. He done put them in this hotel, then got them, went to the thing, got them. They think they in a bed, honey. Come to find out, they built inside the motherfucking walls and can't go nowhere. Now, we already know if they ain't getting blood, they just oozing. And just like, I can't. Which leads me to believe that that's Bartholomew's damn daddy. Anywho, so then we have the part where she's like, dun, 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 dun. The Gaga's like, you know, like, what? Like, bitch, how could you not know? How could you, bitch, you mean to tell me you couldn't, like, poof into the walls? You knew he had things in there. But she didn't have no clue that he had took her love, honey. Anyway, when they was fixing it up, according to the new owner whom Gaga's supposed to marry, they in there building, they find some shit, some wall behind some other shit, go in there, walk through that shit, and it's like, bitch, why would you, what would ever make you go in that motherfucker? I don't give a fuck. This is when it's time for me to clock out. I don't work here anymore. No, God, I don't. I don't. And ain't no way in the world I'd have went in there, honey, please. Anywho, they go in there. The one dude was like, ain't nobody in here or whatever. He got his back turned. And you already know what's getting ready to happen. Here they come looking like puffs and just a ball. They just look like, ugh. Kill them, suck their blood, and this and that and other. They building up, and you see the little carcasses of the little rats and shit that they done drained the life out of trying to maintain. Child, this is when I want to go back to when, yeah, and that's my chair. Please don't think that little sound is nothing else. It's my chair. This is when it's like the Gaga realizes that, oh, we got something else to be worried about. These motherfuckers done got out. Next thing you know, these motherfuckers is walking out the hotel, the newfound LaPew, who done came into her new shit. She's just like, oh, these motherfuckers done walked out. They done walked right on out. Just gone. They got newfound bodies and shit, and they just on their way to do their shit. I cannot. This when we realize that she's like, oh, hell no. I love him, but this motherfucker is going to feel some kind of way about being in there and the fact that I didn't know. Now I got to clean this bullshit up in your phantom ass. Child, y'all can't. Meanwhile, the motherfucking dude is running around trying to help this child. She runs off and gets hit, and just what? It was a good episode, y'all, but I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be him. He's the damn killer. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, now what if they running that back and they trying to say when they walked out happened some weeks before and they are the ones that are the killers? Nah. It's gonna be that damn detective. Watch and see what I say. And this is how all this shit ties in to old dude. Who, y'all, I can't put my finger on it. Help me out on this shit. Help me out on this shit. This shit's about to go the fuck down. And now we gotta wait until December. I think it's the 2nd or some shit to see it. And that motherfucker better come back and be all the way right. Okay? Shit. I will not settle for anything other than that. I just need you to know. Okay? So, that's the American Horror Story, honey. Leave your thoughts below. Let me know what y'all think. How did y'all like this episode? Please let me know. And let me know what y'all theories are. How do y'all think this shit's gonna play out? And where the fuck is Angela Bassett and them at? What are they gonna do about this shit? I'm just saying, we're gonna have to figure this little period. What, bitch? We're gonna have to call the coven? I'm just saying, shit, somebody get City Bay and the rest of them motherfucking whores and get them on over, honey. Get that ash bitch who that burnt up and all that, okay? Anywho, y'all, I'm out of here, off to talk about Empire. Much love. Okay, y'all, this is not going to be long because I have to say, last night's episode, and we talking about Empire now. Last night's episode was better than it had been, and I don't like the way things have been going. I have to say that I like the episode, but honey, they done took us down a whole nother road. Now, Cookie Girl, first let me get you together, bitch. You will never lay up three and 4 days at a time, just laying on the same funk ass sheets and screwing, and you ain't realized that this motherfucking man don't have your well-being. I can't, bitch. Now come on, bitch. This is when you would have got a call from me, and I'd have been like, you know what, bitch, I understand you need to appease that ass of yours. I know you need to get that motherfucker a little twinge here and there, but bitch, never do you have to lay in like that, bitch, and this motherfucker up jump this motherfucker, you just laying with him, bitch, and he ain't got no more to bring to the table than you do, bitch, got less than that. Now this is where I draw the motherfucker. Bitch, I'm gonna have to take your coat card. Bitch, I'm gonna need your coat and your wigs and shit. I'm gonna need your bangs and shit up off of you, which by the way, I'm tired of them shading you with them motherfucking bangs, okay? I've had it. I've had it work. Anywho, y'all, so we know from last week that Lucius is calling out the son, want him to battle this child, which she do got some decent rapping skills or whatever, and so do he. He done got on the shit and he done decided that he was gonna get on Periscope and shit and be like, I'm calling you out, I'm doing this for, for my name, I'm gonna get it, whoop, whoop, de wop. Meanwhile, somewhere in the midst of this, Boom Boom Kitty is some motherfucking where with a damn blade and a pregnant stick. This bitch is pregnant. Now, who could she possibly be pregnant by? Because, bitch, we do know. We do know. Now, although there is a time frame in it. So, who are you saying is the daddy? I'm assuming it's him, bitch. You know you pregnant. You hoping that he'll get in where you'll get in where you fit in, bitch. You losing your mind. And I have to say this, y'all. This, to me, was the best depiction of how a woman can be misused and abused in this type of setting as it pertains to entertainment. As if you nothing. Now, bitch, when he got motherfucking out of there after getting his head busted, his motherfucking mind was jumping and shit, bitch. First thing he came and scooped you up at the motherfucking door and fucking you. And then in the midst of that, he find out he want to be with this Miss Nice. Meanwhile, this bitch done got pregnant and she done got abused. She done fuck. But which bitch did anybody take to fuck Lucius and then fuck his son? But I'm just saying, trying to stay in this situation. And girl, you had money, you had all of that, but you were so hungry for the bad boy shit. You know what I'm saying? That type of persona that here you are and lost your mind. You'd have been, Used and abused, bitch. You went from being in the big house to your nice little new something by your motherfucking self, being fucked by the son and all of that. And now, bitch, you don't know what to do. You losing your motherfucking mind. You got the knife, gonna kill yourself, and you pregnant and pissed on 1,001 sticks. Now, bitch, you know, after 3, it's pretty much it. You pregnant. That's it. And why are you raw dog? And y'all, I'm just saying, I can't. And I think this was the one time I truly can say that I felt sad for Boom Boom Kitty. I really did. So, you know, she's going through her shit. Meanwhile, Cook is upset some damn way because the son didn't put this out there. And what if he don't beat her? Yeah, my nose is just itching. What if he don't beat her and she's telling him the realness of it, sitting there with old dude who got the same tattoo on his back from the guys who took him. And he's trying to let his mama know. So when the dude was giving fever and all of that and they shoving back and forth, Cookie was like, wait a minute, motherfucker. Now the dick might be good, but you will never put your hands on my child. Now, am I the only one? Now, Cookie, bitch, I'm here with you because I'm hoping, bitch, that you won't be so motherfucking devastated. I'm hoping, bitch, that you got something up your sleeves that you know this motherfucker ain't no good and you just decided you wanted a wet ass. You know, and they trying to make it seem like he's really digging her, like when he had to go and meet up with the guys about getting the money and he's like, you know, I'm trying to get the bigger money or whatever. And it's like he's really digging Cookie on some shit. You know. So anywho, all of that shit goes on. They going back and forth. Meanwhile, Lucius with the other son, Cookie and the other son, they've been doing this song together. Lucius did his part while Cookie was there. Here come Lucius. She's making a sandwich. And he sees Cookie's coat. And I'm like, that ain't Cookie's coat. I see that queen that does the show. He's just decided to just change things. I'm not here for her attire this season, nor her hair, nor the way you're taking this show. Like, he seems like the type that would sabotage his motherfucking self. Because this whole Black Glee shit you got going on, trying to make it some music, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, and I'm not even going to get on your shit. Like, I'm not going to just feature you and all that shit that is you that's fucked up. The guy that writes it, I'm just not. So, and I almost want to continue to, I just want to read him, y'all. I do, but I'm not. So they done made this song. They trying to get this shit together for Pepsi. You know, Lucius is on to it and shit and knows something's going on. Walks in on him and Cookie's still doing their thing. Cookie's trying to hide it. And meanwhile, he's in the middle just trying to get his CD done. He puts the whole shit together, have them to come and meet at a neutral place that he thought was neutral. But I don't know what he was thinking. Like, Cookie wasn't going to be in that motherfucker like, what? And they both in there cutting a fool and they got this whole orchestra there. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. They don't stay. The people's looking, this and that and other. He's like, whatever. Y'all can't work together. You know, like he ain't going to pull it together no more. You know, and they kind of leave it there. And Lucius and Cookie's like, you know, back and forth with each other. Do some bet or whatever. If he chooses mine, then you know what I'm saying? Whatever happens with the whole rap, get down or whatever. Which they don't have no right to be betting on the motherfucking thing as it pertains to their children's lives. And see, this is the problem because both of you motherfuckers fucked them up. Meanwhile, back at the motherfucking ranch, before that, Lucius is in there trying to work this deal out with old girl and her son's there. And Lucius is like, well, fuck it, let's get some dirt on his ass. Better yet, let's scramble his motherfucking brains. Let's shoot it up. And she's like, we don't do that. The son's like, you can't do that. Lucius trying to find some dirt. This bitch then pulled a coup. And is letting Lucius know on every turn that no matter what you do, I might be one step ahead of you, which the shade within that. Y'all tell me what's the shade within that. Just leave that shit below. So Lucius does sign or whatever. He tries to find out the dirt, but they find out dirt on him. Like, see? Okay. I see where this is going. Let's move forward. We have that whole shit that goes on. let's see. Jamal's trying to get ready for this shit. He feels like maybe he shouldn't have done it. Somewhere in the middle of this, Boom Boom Kitty goes to try to meet up with him. And he says, I'm in love. And, and she's like, huh? I know you in love with me now. Don't act like it. This bitch done lost her whole motherfucking mind. She is just gone. And again, I'm feeling bad because this was probably, I don't want to say she was a decent woman, because any bitch that would fuck the daddy and then the son bitches some dirt in that ass. Okay? Anywho, okay, so that whole thing, she's gonna have to come to grips with it or whatever. She's looking like she is, but this bitch is really like, oh, I see what I'm gonna have to do with this bitch. I'm gonna have to get over to the American Horror Story Hotel and get this bitch built inside one of them motherfucking walls. I'm just saying, she's just on some whole other shit. Okay, so all of that's going on. At one point, the son has cooking them to come, and Pepsi and all of them there, and he's playing the song, and both of them come, and they thinking each one of their songs was chosen. Starts out with Lucius, which I did like Lucius's part. I'm gonna have to be honest with y'all better. And y'all know Cookie's my girl, but I did. He's doing the whole shit, and I'm like, Lord Jesus, he done sung through this whole motherfucking season. I've had it. I'm done. But I'm like, okay, do your thing. They heard it's going together well. When it's all said and done, he sits down and he says, this lets me know the way I need to do my album, my CD. It needs to be a bit of you, Lucius, and a bit of you, Cookie, for this shit to work. And it's like, whatever, we ain't doing it. He's like, no, that's how it's going to have to go. Then Pepsi comes in, he gets the shit, they all happy, this and that, another, yada, 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 which he did do a good thing, but y'all still say he stands to be the one that's going to be hurt the most when all this shit is said and done. I'm serious. And Cookie, girl, you tried to pull that shit out. You love him for real? Like you was going to throw up the fact that he had been thrown in the trash bag and can and all that. Like, I wasn't here for that. Like, that, if that really is the case, to keep repeating it will hurt somebody. Like, come on now. That don't make you look no more loving. I'm just saying. By pointing out the other fucked up shit that the other parent done. I'm just saying. So, they gonna work this shit out, and all of that. Okay, so now we gonna get on over to the climax of the shit where the whole battle's gonna go down, and it kind of looks like Miss Honey Cabbage is gonna win it, and she got him in the beginning. He went circles around that ass and let her know, had them in there chanting his name. He ended up winning that shit, letting her know at every end, bitch, you oodles and noodles, and I motherfucking filet mignon, bitch, however you wanna lay that shit out. You grab me gutter, whatever. Keep laying in that motherfucking gutter, bitch, while I'm up here with stocks and bonds. I'm just saying, he shut the bitch down. She's cute for what it is. But in the whole scheme of the shit, he won the shit. Then he was like, I don't even want my name. Hit the shit, knocked out the lion. Then you see a little boy, and we began to, again this season showing Lucius and how and what he had to deal with. That his mother had the same illness. And I'm beginning to believe that Lucius is having the same illness. And you see him laying on the ground under this lion thing, and it's just, really a sad moment. And again, here we are talking about, of course, mental illness and that type of thing. He won, and he was like, nah, I ain't having no lion in my name. None of that. I'm going to do my own thing. When it come out, they chanting his shit. He won the shit. They out there cooking them say, no, Lucius says, well, let your mama tell you about the bed. And she's like, I know we shouldn't have done that. We're going to work it out. It really ain't going to, I guess go that way. Like, I don't know if Cookie's going to call him on that shit or not. Lucius and say, and I just don't think neither one of her kids are going for that shit. Like, you're not going to do it this way. I don't know if they get ready to change the momentum and make it where now the kids are going to have to take it up and make it where it works. Because now they got this new shit in. They done got in the like, I don't know what's going on, but like I said, I see the undertone shade within it. Given the character and all of that, y'all drop that shit below. I already see, and like I always knew, they were always going to add that kind of shade. Yeah, we're going to let you do a little bit, but please know you always under the thumb of us. It is on Fox. Anywho, y'all, and I fucking can't stand Fox. What is that? Okay. So, y'all, that's let me add this part in. When the shit was over, he was out there with his new nice girlfriend, and he's gonna stay, and she's like, do you want me to stay and go with you or whatever? He's like, nah, go ahead. Child, boom boom kitty that lost her motherfucking mind. She got that good blonde wig on, honey. Got this bitch and is taking her to God knows where. Oh yeah, she done lost her motherfucking mind. We're gonna see what happens next week. Not next week, but I'm trying to think. Are they putting that out for another week? We're going to see what happens, y'all. We're going to see what happens. But I was like, boom, boom, kitty, then lost her motherfucking mind. Somebody get Hello Kitty on the phone so they can get this bitch together, because she clearly has lost it. Get this bitch some kitty nip, because she done lost her motherfucking mind. And that's not going to make him want her anymore, bitch. That's going to make you really go over the map, seeing exactly what he'll do to get her back. And even when he find out that's his child, and old girl done told you, the one married to the other son, that since Lucius loved the kids and he's treated me good and this and that and other, she thought that was an open door for her. But girl, you got shut down. You know, you didn't even really, you just got your ass shut down. So don't think that's going to be the situation. And don't go according to that snake ass bitch either. So anywho, y'all, that's the gist of Empire for me. And did I say Enterprise earlier? I don't know. Empire for me. We'll see what's going to happen. I'm about to watch Scandal and some other stuff. Don't forget to get over there and get you some apple butter frosting brick from SCENTSY. So get over and get y'all some in Davenport. Yes, yeah. Well, Lord, Davenport, honey, and of course, winter Cypress, but that damn frosting, I really am shocked at that. Y'all put a piece in every one of mine and still had a piece left. Okay, I'm out of here, y'all. And if you're looking for it, look over in the corner when you click on the link, look for Brick Jubilee, and that's where you'll see the brick. So, yeah, I'm thinking that's enough to last you for about six months or so. I'm serious, 6 months or longer. Okay? I'm out of here, y'all. Leave y'all thoughts below. Much love. Bye.